You really do just become a product of your environment and the people that you're around, especially if you don't pay attention to this concept. And so I'm going to talk a bit about like what Abraham Hicks teaches and just my understanding of it and how it has changed my life a lot. So here in Italy on a horse farm with my horse family, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it here. We just were up again late last night, sitting around the table being so silly. Like, just the things that we laugh about are hilarious to us, but we have a new volunteer here, and so it's just funny bringing a new person in and seeing their reaction to everything, but she meshed so well, and so it's just a really, really great experience. And if you don't know, I'm traveling Europe in my van, but I left the farm and I went to Vienna to go travel with a friend in Austria who was visiting from California. And when I dropped her off, my van broke down on the side of the road, and I was there for 3 days because when the tow truck came on the second day, I couldn't find my keys. And so I was stuck there for another day. And then one of the owners here came to rescue me and brought me back here. And my van is still in Austria. And so to be back here is like the best thing ever. You guys know if you're watching my videos. And it's just wild how the world works, how the universe works, how, when you're in resonance with something and when your heart is so open somewhere, you're going to be drawn to that experience, to those people, to that life, to that timeline. And so when you choose with your free will, we haven't even gotten into Abraham Hicks. I don't even know. We'll see if we arrive at that. When you choose with your free will, you want to come into alignment with what your soul wants. Okay, this is what really wants to come through. When you choose that, then it's going to look different than more different than you can ever imagine. And there's going to be a part of you that has to really learn how to let go. Maybe not even learn, but consciously choose how to let go of your old identity, of what you thought you wanted. Recently, I manifested something that I had been working on for a while. And this was an exact manifestation because I was so specific. I was like, this. And then it arrived, and then I was like, I don't even feel in resonance with this. It's so strange. My mind was like, you have to grab it while it's available because it's everything you've wanted, and you've been putting it down on paper, doing all the manifestation with it. But I didn't really realize, and I did, but you can't fully even understand this until you experience it, how much the things that I was saying that I wanted were influenced by my environment and by the person that I was because of the environment that I was in. Living in California, the people that you hang out with, the media that you consume, your past, the things that you find self-worth through, even if you consciously are trying not to find your worth through material things or lifestyle or whatever, it still does creep in. So you have to keep bringing another layer of awareness. We're not just spiritual beings, we're human beings. It's okay to be human. You're never going to be a perfect human. We're just here to learn. And so to also let go of attachment, of being like, I found self-worth through something that I didn't need to. It's just part of the experience. And so when I had that manifestation come up, I was like, okay, well, this is my next lesson. Do I choose the thing that I've been thinking I've wanted for so long? Or do I choose to go in the direction of where my heart is going and let go of the identity that I thought was me? Because anything that we're labeling ourselves with or identifying ourselves with is taking us away from the truth of who we are. And we want to move towards the truth of who we are. And how do we move towards the truth of who we are? We move towards that heart open space. We move towards our soul calling, our curiosity, our joy, and allowing that to be what it is, and allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself to just be, and letting go of how you think it should be. But yeah, I think the word that I want to use is sometimes you have to grieve letting go of who you were a bit. When I went through my health journey with Lyme disease and mold, there was a lot of grieving. There was grieving the old me, who I was before I got sick, because I was never going to become her again, ever. I have too much now in my brain. Like, I'm so grateful for all that is in my brain, but like everything, you know, my friend here just bought new sheets for her bed. She's like, should I wash them tonight? I was like, yes, because you're going to absorb the chemicals from the factory. And it's like, that's a simple one. That's a very simple one. But it's like my brain sees every potential toxin and, you know, thing that could harm your health in some way. And that's just the experience that I had from that. I'm like extremely hyper aware of my environment now. And there's more. Like I changed as a person. I became more deeply in touch with myself, with my spiritual self. You know, the things that I wanted changed, and that's okay. But what I'm saying is that, you know, you have to learn to let go of who you were before, and sit with that person. Say, I love you. Thank you so much for getting me here to this point and carrying me on this journey here on earth. And it's okay to change. It's okay to become new. It's okay to follow, you know, the curiosity of life and just move through that. You get to be so many versions of yourself, of your human self, so many versions that your soul gets to experience here on earth. It's like there's no reason to stay the same. Sure, it's scary maybe because people will, you know, think differently of you, or I don't know, the stories that we create. Sometimes we get afraid to change who we are in ways, change our personalities, our interests, or whatever, because, you know, we don't want to lose the people in our life. But you never lose the people in your life. You know, the people who are meant to be in your life right now will be here right now. And then you'll also attract new people. You'll attract new community, new experiences, a new way of life, new job, new whatever. And so I talked about this before. My friend here, who also the sheets girl, but the one with the new sheets, doesn't matter. But she gave me a speech, and I talked about it in a few videos ago, of like when two of our friends left, and I was crying. I was like, I'm so sad to see them go. Like, we bonded so much. And she's like, this is just life though. Like, the people who stay in your heart, like you go your separate ways. And then I can't use both hands right now because one's holding, but, and then you pass my cross, and then you know, might go your own way, and then you pass the cross. And so the people who are meant to be in your life, they will be when you're in resonance, when your paths are magnetized towards each other. We have not talked at all about Abraham Hicks stuff. Shall we? Momentum. And so if you're in a place, so this ties all together. If you're in a place where, you know, you really want to get in alignment with your soul because you're not really feeling like your life is completely in resonance with your soul, the truth of who you are, like you feel, you know, a little dissatisfied in certain areas, then Abraham Hicks talks about, you know, just the power of meditation. I know it's so simple, but just doing 15 minutes a day will change your life because you have momentum going in directions. And like, it can be going in the direction of an alignment with your soul, or it can be going in the direction of in alignment with what you are putting out there that you think you want because of the influence of the environment that you're in, the people that you're around, the media that you consume. There's a gnarly bug on the cameras. One moment. Okay. And so going into meditation means becoming mindful, becoming present, becoming like with the truth of who you are, just witnessing. And when you are the witnesser, you are in your truth. That's your soul. From what I believe to be true or know to be true, is for myself, is that awareness is who you are, right? And so when you can sit in that awareness for 15 minutes a day or more, but you don't want to, like, because if you go more, then it can become like an ego thing and blah, blah, blah. 15 minutes a day, it changes momentum. And so if you continue to do that, it starts changing momentum in alignment with your soul. Before I came here, I'm in flip-flops too, so there's bugs. Before I came here to Italy, I was, oh shit, there's maybe a fire. I'm sorry, I'm like so ADHD right now. We'll address that fire situation in a second. But before I came here, I was doing my meditations like very strictly, not strictly, but like it was a very much a routine in my life. In Switzerland and in France and in Italy, I kind of started forming the practice that I had. But every day I would go into mindful meditation, I would connect with my angels and guides, I would do my morning pages of journaling, I would do, like a very like EFT tapping. And so I was really spending a lot of time, and not from an ego place. It was from a place of like really just enjoying, because I was having a lot coming through in the connection with my angels and guides. And I found that doing my mindful meditation, like sitting in awareness first and then calling forward my divine team and then being like in conversation with them and saying like, hey, what should we do with life, and asking for guidance from there. I feel like that's what propelled me in this direction of like my life looking so different, but really in a place where I enjoy it, like community. I feel like I created community that I really, really love, and I never expected to be here on, like I put horses all over my dream board at that time when I was in Switzerland for the new year. I don't know why I put a bunch of horses. I don't know if I predicted it or if I created it, but it doesn't really matter because now we're here. And I put a van, and I have my van now, and YouTube. Like I really wanted to be doing YouTube, and now we're doing YouTube, and now I have these programs with you guys. There was 55 of you, or now there's I think over 60 people in the 21-day program for rewiring your mind. If you want to do that program, it's all the tools that I use to rewire my mind and to. That fire's getting a little smelly. We'll go address that in a moment, but yeah, I'm gonna go address that now. So anyway, doing those practices allowed me to get out of the energy of who I was in California, and that's okay. Like I loved that version of me, and I love California, and I love, that I could go back there one day, but I don't feel like I need to right now because my field is changing, my energy is changing, and I'm choosing. I choose to come into alignment with my soul, with what my soul wants out of life. And I choose to follow that curiosity and that joy. And I choose to let go of attachment and of how I think things should be. And if something shows up that I think that I want, and it's not feeling like a yes in my heart, then I'm allowing myself to keep moving. And that's an abundance mindset. If you hold on because you're afraid that things won't get better, because it looks good, it looks like what you want, that's a lack mindset, because you don't think that it could get better. That's low self-worth, because you don't think that you're worth everything that you want. You don't know that you're worth like feeling that love and complete fulfillment. And so when you can bring awareness around all of that, you can continue to move more and more into alignment with your soul, like living life, the human experience through the lens of your soul, and in alignment with that joy and that curiosity and that beautiful essence that you truly are, instead of, being a product of your environment and what you think you want and what others want of you as well. That's the message. Boom, boom, boom. If you'd like to join the 21-day program, you can. There is one for rewiring your mind. That is all available when you sign up on Calendly, anytime, any day. Give me your email. I'll send you all the content. You do it at your own pace, 21 days. And then the other 21-day program is going to start on June 9th. And that is going to be all about getting to know your divine team, your divine guidance, that like conversation that I was talking about, like how I would go into mindful meditation and then have that conversation with my angels and guides. That will be in there when I say, like, when I get a yes in my heart, that will be in there, like how to go into that space and like find that true guidance for yourself, because no one else can do it for you. No one else can tell you what you're meant to do in this life. Like you have the potential to have that awareness for your own path and make decisions there and trust that blindly, because I know to be true that when you follow that, you will always be supported. Like everything will just work out for you. So if you want to sign up for those, June 9th for the divine guidance, and then any day, anytime for the rewire your mind. So I will see you in tomorrow's video. If you like this one, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment saying hello to our horsey friends. I don't know if you can see them, or comment whatever you'd like. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.